I was at Radio City Music Hall announcing Everybody Hates Chris and all the media in New York City. Chris Rock there, me, Tashina, and the crowd is laughing at the clips because Chris is getting beat up, right? He's like, and everybody's laughing. And everybody says, and they're clapping like, this show is amazing. We get picked up. We go to the airport. I get on a private jet. Chris says, I get on Chris Rock's private jet. We fly to LA, get off the plane for the premiere of The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. All this, and I'm going, what a day. In the morning, I'm in New York. At night, I'm at the premiere. I said, babe, can you believe this life? This is why I'm so thankful.
Yeah.
It makes me choked up. But you see, people want to talk about, like, why are you so happy? I'm like, you know what I've got? You know what I've seen? You know where I'm from? This is a kid who couldn't watch the movies. I'm a kid who wasn't allowed.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean?
That's
To
amazing.
go from that to this, that's Mars.
That's beautiful.
We're on Mars now. I'm on Mars. Not only am I on Mars, I'm on Mars with Chris Rock and Adam Sandler.
I'm in a private jet in Mars.
And I'm like, I had never flown private before. I'm going, this is a whole nother. Anyway, it's just a jet and we can eat whatever we want. And I'm going, I don't want to mess up anything. He's like, no, man, it's okay.
That's crazy.
Dude, and that led to a beautiful 4 years. Because Tyler James Williams was this amazing kid who was so talented. And you see, now he's a superstar on Abbott Elementary and all. And then all the from Vincent Martella and Tashina and Amani Hakeem. It was just, I couldn't ask for more. And it was like being at home. When I would go from my house to my other house, which was on set.
That's crazy.
And it felt like that. Like I'm going home to my other home.
It's beautiful.
It's so good, man. So good. And then we got canceled. I'll never forget when it was like, oh no, we're not.
How many seasons you guys did?
Four seasons.
Okay.
And I remember we could do some more. And I thought, but. And they said, no, we're going to make another move. And then it hit all over the world. Because people got to see it in reruns over and over.
So when the show was on air here, it was not a hit outside of America.
It was okay. It wasn't a smash. You know,
in America, it wasn't a smash.
It was not. It was like, because they were like, oh well, and it was just a nice show. And they said, okay, we'll just
4 seasons. It's a victory.
4 seasons is
how many shows? They don't even come to the pilot. Just to do the pilot is already good. To have a first season, to have 4 seasons, that's a success. Bro.
I know. No, it was.
That's a lot.
Brilliant. But I was not prepared for even more success. Once the world got it, I wasn't ready for that. Like, again, I was like, we did good. That was good. But then when I saw how people responded in other places, they were like, oh, everybody's crazy. I mean, we went everywhere around the world, and then especially in Brazil. Brazil just said, this is our show. This is our people. This is our family. Yeah. And I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe the response. It was big. It was more, I knew it was good, but it was a smash worldwide. And it still keeps going. Because this is another thing I like to say. It's a time capsule. It stays in the 80s. So you don't really, it's like you look backwards at time through a different lens. You know, if you were around there, or even, let's say you weren't there, it's a chance for kids today to look at what it was like back then. You know what I mean? Yeah. We weren't walking around with cell phones in the TV show because you didn't have them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like a lot of things that there was no internet. Julius had to go to work. It wasn't anybody online or no.
And some sentences that you say on the show, they became part of. People wrote me so much today, like the biggest discount you can have is when you don't buy it. I know. People said that so
save
much.
More. You know how much you can save? You can save more if you don't buy it.
Man, that's awesome. My friend. That's awesome.
Terry, thank you. I'm so glad.
So happy that you came here. People are so excited about this. I was so happy to sit down with you, my friend, and talk. We could talk so much more, but that's awesome. You. Thank you. I love it so much.
Thank you, awesome. And I can't wait to go back to Brazil.
Please.
Listen, we were talking earlier.
Terry has plans in Brazil. That's the only thing I'm gonna say.